Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hello. Good afternoon. If you can hear me, please let me know. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. If you can hear me, let me see you. Just say hi. Good evening, everyone. We are here. Please, if you can hear me, I want to be sure that you can see me clearly and you can. Please just let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Oh, thank you. I saw someone now, Ibrahim Yusuf. Yes, you can hear me. Thank you so much for coming online to join this section. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. You can let me know where you are chatting from. If you are from Lagos, Abuja, Benin, let us know where you are chatting from. Let us know where you are chatting from. Everyone, good evening. I would just like to share my screen so we can enjoy this class. Good evening, everyone. Oh, Taraba State. Wow. Felicia Boo from Taraba State. Thank you for joining this section. Thank you for joining. Miss Taiwo Adeoju. You're welcome. You're welcome. I just wanted us to enjoy this class, and I will try to explain in such a way that everybody can learn. My name is Taiwo. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Okay, we're going to be starting the class now. Oh, it means that if you have seen this class and you joined, it means you really want to help a lot of children. And that is why we are here in this class today, so that we can help a lot of children to get a better life and be the best they can be. I know no one side of the industry, I mean, the educational aspect of special needs. We usually see that children with special needs will go to regular schools. Even for parents, the first thing they think of is to put the child in schools, and some people would opt for church program, take their kids to church and the like. So, but we are trying to see an aspect where everyone is part of this child's life. Oh, good. You can see me now. That's good. Thank you. I think I can continue with, we can all see my screen. Need. We have a lot of children with special needs, and this aspect is not something they discuss, because a lot of parents are either shy, even teachers are confused. Sometimes people don't even know how to start, and that is why we are here today to throw more light on what we could do for our children and how you as a person can also start a special needs center, or if probably you run a school presently, you can do something within your space and help other family. And what if you are the one who is going to be providing this solution to this family? I know every day you could see a lot of parents crying at the clinic when I see them, and most of the time we have limited numbers of people in this field. I want to tell you, this is a very beautiful way to impact in people, and also it's another way for you to make a living. We have a lot of parents requesting for therapists, requesting for schools, requesting for um, professionals in the field who could help them work with their children. Children can't get enough therapy. They are in between one therapist today, another time the therapist has traveled out. Sometimes there's no school for these children. Families are also spending their life savings with little to show for it. And if you are the type who wants to make impact, who love kids, who want to do exceptionally well in the aspect of special needs, I think this is an opportunity for you. And are you a school that you are equipped to, and you are not equipped, but you have the environment, the building, the structure, the classroom, and you feel you can do more for this kind of children, I think you are in the right platform. And there is no better way to support this family than getting trained, understanding what to do for them. And that is why we are here to help. You are not wrong. You are not crazy for thinking you could be the solution. Yes, I can tell you that a lot of people will feel like, oh, I cannot do it. I love children. I love these children. I want to help, but I feel I'm not the best. I think I don't have the capacity. I think I don't know what to do. I can tell you for a fact, you are the right person we are looking for. Okay, before we begin, when you imagine a special needs child's future, what's your biggest fear? What's your biggest fear? Considering this kind of society we find ourselves, what's your biggest fear? You can write that in the comment section. What's your biggest fear? Now, this is not going to be like other webinars. I can assure you, you have attended where you live with nothing but vague hope and general advice. No, I'm not going to advise you. I'm going to teach you what I feel you should understand or what you should know. And who am I? My name is Taiwo Adeyanju Paremi. I am a special needs educator, speech therapist, and I've had over 15 years experience working with children and persons with special needs. And I've helped over 5,000 children and families. I am the founder of Adeyanju Taiwo Center for Children and Persons with Special Needs. You can check that on the website. I am the co-founder of Treasure Delight Care Services and Rubies and Pearls School, where I founded because of children with special needs. And my qualifications are NC, BEd, MEd, Special Education, Montessori Certification, and EYFS. And so I am very, very um, interested in this topic. I am a go-to person when it comes to these aspects, and I can tell you for a fact you will learn a lot. Now, how did I start and why am I so passionate about what I do? I used to have a younger brother who had seizures at I think maybe when he was 9. I can't remember the particular age, and I watched my parents how to help him. And that feeling, I always want to help. I just knew I grew up wanting to help people. I want to be part of other people's life. I want to make sure that I'm part of people's, you know, journey, and especially children with special needs. I'm trying to see if we are still on track. That's why I'm checking my YouTube on my phone so that if there's anything I need to attend to as I'm taking this class, I will be attending to that too, because I want to be sure that everybody is getting the right information that we need. Okay, so oh, okay, good. I could see that this is working perfectly. Okay. I have a lot of people asking questions. I'm going to take your questions. Just give me time to do this training so that um, I will be able to answer you. Okay. Once again, if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Why are you here today? I know because maybe for some reason you've watched a loved one struggle to find quality care for their children, or probably you've worked in a system and seen its failures firsthand. Maybe we've realized that, oh, there's more we can do for this child and there's nothing coming out. Or have you experienced even this special needs case we are talking about? Probably you're a parent, or you feel that on point there's nothing done for children, especially children that are slow, children who have um, problem with intelligence, children who have physical impairments or the likes, or you feel that our society is not doing so well. And one thing I want you to know is this: even if you find yourself in the government parastatals, if you don't have the basic knowledge of what to do as a special needs um, experienced person, or you have a little training, by the time one gets there, let's say you become the wife of the president or the wife of the governor, or you are the governor yourself, you won't be able to help because you don't even have the basic knowledge on what is their need and how to help them. And that is why you're coming here. I want to congratulate you, because you are not coming here for just coming sake. Now, does this sound familiar to you? If this sound familiar to you, you've been in a system, where you watch parents, suffer for to get quality care or therapy for their children, or you've seen that the system is not working for the children, or you don't see a lot of therapists or professionals in the field, type yes in the comment section. Just type yes. Let me see yes in the comment section. Oh, thanks for your efforts and support, Adeoju Dolakwaino. Thank you. I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know some people would have been in my older webinar before, where I spoke to parents and encourage parents on starting something for their children, and let's see what we could do. And this is an offshoot of it, because what I intend to do is we have a lot of people from different states, whether they have special needs, or we have therapists themselves, or we have class teachers who would like to learn on what to do to help children. We are trying to find a platform for them and put everybody together and share my knowledge and find a way to help everybody. Like someone is telling me they are in Taraba State. I can't live here to work with any child there. And that is why it is important that all of us we come together in different aspects, whether as a parent, as a therapist, as a founder of a center or a special school, and help our children. The government is not going to do everything for us. So we are obligated to do something for these children. Okay, before we continue, let me share some remarkable journey with you. I know some people know the founder of Patrick Speech and Language Center. She's a good um, professional in this field when it comes to autism care. And I think she had a child with special needs, and she took it upon herself to encourage other parents, and she started a center. So don't think because you don't have the background, you might be like an accountant, an engineer, and just feel like, oh, I don't have that knowledge, I don't have this. This is a case study of Dotun Akonde. She herself has a child, and that motivated her to, start a journey for children with special needs. And, she's someone I respect so much. Okay. So moving forward. Oh, okay. So we have engineer Chidi. Sorry, please. I have to go back to the slide. Oh. Sorry. 1 minute, please. We're talking about Dr. Akonde, and my slide jumped. So just give me a few minutes. Let me get to where we stopped. I just want to make sure that everybody gain a lot today, and I'm going to take your questions. So I'm dedicating myself today. So just give me some time. I'm going to get there. Okay. Let me. Okay. My slide is hanging. Okay. So we have other people too who I encouraged and decided, probably because they have a child. I had a senator here in Ibadan who has a child, and decided to say, let me do something for other special needs children, and decided to have a center. So it's not just about your knowledge. Oh, I don't have the knowledge. Oh, I am not trained. The most important thing here is, do you have the passion? Do you have the passion, whether you have a child or whether you yourself are find yourself in that situation where you need to do something? Okay, yes, we are here now. We are here now. So let's look at Engineer Chidi and his wife, Mrs. Doris. They founded Our Lady of Guadalupe Health Foundation and Autism Center. And if you notice something, a lot of people have autistic center, but you might find out that other centers are not coming up because people probably don't understand the difference between autistic children and other type of special needs. Or maybe some people are just interested because, oh, they have a child, that has just autism. And because of that, they're interested in just the autism. Now, their decision to establish the foundation was a result of impressive improvement seen in a family member of the Uzuwa who had moderate severe autism with ADHD, sensory processing disorder, and learning disability. So this passion was born out of a family member they saw that had this particular special needs we are looking into. So that's for this family. Now let's look at another case study of this man. Miss the Kennedy Krieger Institute opened in 1937 when whatever orthopedic. He helps children rehabilitate. He founded the Children's Rehabilitation Institute, the first treatment facility in the country dedicated solely to children with cerebral palsy. So if you notice something, these people are actually opening the center for specific type of special needs. They are not, taking everything. And that is where people are overwhelmed. You want to start a center, you want to take every case, you don't even have any experience, you don't have any training, and you just take every child you see, and before you know, the person is tired because you don't have the basic knowledge. Now, what's the lesson in this? When we create opportunities we can achieve, and that is why we are encouraging people, start something for these children. Don't just assume that they can't do it. When you create an opportunity for them, you find out that there is more. Are you creating opportunities for independence or in unintentionally fostering dependence? Because that's another thing. A lot of us feels that by donating rice, donating biscuits at motherless home, center for children with special needs, we actually, yes, we are supporting them to eat, but some of us can do more. And that is why we are encouraging you, let us start something. Now, what's the painful truth here that most people won't tell you? 95% of special needs centers fail within the first 3 years. Hmm. It fails though. So just like every other business or every organization you found there, sometimes the owners are overwhelmed. In my life training, I had a parent who told me because of her child, she started a center, and within 3 years, she was also, tired, and she let it go and she stopped. Not because isn't demand. In fact, the demand for special needs therapists, special needs home organization is so much. I love this and I know it will bring good results. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. I could see your comment. Okay. Now, not because there is not demand, there is a lot of demand, a lot of people. There's massive unmet needs. I can tell you for a fact that people call me every day. My phone beeps every day. Parents are calling. Sometimes I can't help. I can't go to all the 36 states in Nigeria. I can't do, and that is why I feel that we need to do more. When you have over 20, 30 people calling you to request for the same thing every day, every day, and some people are even abroad, some people are out of Nigeria, they took their children there with that, oh, they will get better results. But the same problem we are facing, they too are facing it because they don't have enough hands. For some countries, they don't have enough hands, and if they have, the people in demand are more than the therapists or the professionals. But the 5% who get it right, they build sustainable business that serves hundreds of families. So now my job here is to help you to find it right, to do the right thing, to help you grow. I could hold you by the hand and say, come, let's start this thing. I just want people who are passionate, people who are ready. I will hold you by the hand. And the numbers don't lie. You can check it online. 1 in 6 children have special needs in Nigeria. Yes, 1 in 6 children. Please, if you are following me, just write 1 in 6. Let me know if you are following me. 1 in 6 children have special needs in Nigeria. Average family spends 2 to 4 million annually on therapies. Average family. Oh, thank you. I can see Yolaleye, Oluwatoyin, Dolapo, I know. Mary, I can see you. That means you are really following me. Thank you. Okay, 1 in 6 children have special needs, and average family spends 2 to 4 million annually on therapies. I know a lot of people don't even know this, that a lot of parents with special needs are going through a lot. A lot. You even have the money, sometimes you don't even get the facility. You don't get the professionals. You don't get, there are a lot of tests that people need to do that they don't even know that those tests can actually be like something that can solve little problems in some of these cases. So for therapies, people spend as much as 10,000, 20,000 per section for speech therapy, for physio, occupational. They spend that. And imagine you now have a child who needs speech therapy, physio, occupational, educational therapy. And that's over 40 to 50,000 per section. But guess what? If you run a center, you can subsidize this. You can even help families where you have basic knowledge of what I'm talking about, or you have better knowledge and you help them and you bring in other professionals or you train other people too. Most existing centers have 6 months waiting list. Yes, we already have people calling. Can we register for September? And sometimes you tell them there's no space because the truth is there's no space. And if you take them in, you won't give the child the best. And sometimes you just have to wait. And we keep calling ourselves. In your state, I don't even think we have up to 15 centers. I don't know about Lagos, but I know Lagos even have more people, people into this. Oyo State. Now, let's look at the East. I've been to the East severally to do trainings for school owners, to help people set up centers within the school premises, not even center, like a resource room where they can help the children who are in the regular school. I went around, I was in Onitsha, I was in Enugu, I was in Port Harcourt, I was in Delta State, I was in Benin. They don't have good special needs centers. They don't have. And the center is not the building, it's about the capacity, what you can give to the children. That's what we are looking at. We can't just say you have a place, but nothing is coming out for me. It can be looking beautiful. That's not what we are looking at. Oh, physiotherapy is now 16K. Wow, wow, wow. That's true. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Odulano. Okay. 80% of parents report being unsatisfied with current options. Oh, wow. This isn't just a business opportunity, it's a moral imperative. This is just the reality. This is what we find ourselves. And guess what? It happens all over the world. So don't think it's just in Nigeria. Before we begin, there are some facts we need to clear up. Okay? People with special needs can live fulfilling, independent lives and even get married just like anyone else. But there is a catch. It requires the right support, planning, and understanding. So if we are saying, oh, children with special needs can do this, they can do that, but we don't give them the opportunity to do that. We don't provide that space for them to be able to do that. We don't give them an enabling environment. How would we be able to achieve this? There's no right support, there's no planning, there's no understanding. And this is where you come in. And that is why we are interested in having more people. Why start a center or a school? Because increasing needs for inclusive education and therapy support. Now, you have 10 children that are giving birth to. I can tell you one out of those 10 have special needs. And so we need to start talking. And sometimes when you are in the field, you are able to help other people who their children are still young. You can still help them come out of some kind of special needs. Let's assume you have a person who has a child with cerebral palsy and at the mild stage. With the right knowledge and you're able to advise the parent, let's do this. Within 3, 4 years, the child has started walking. That's even a joy to you because you are fulfilled. There's an impact you are making. And at the end of the day, even the parent knows that, oh, you've helped them reduce the disability from probably 100% to probably 20%. That child can still live a fulfilling life. That child can still live. That child can still even go back to school, depending on the severity of the case. And so another issue is this: lack of access to quality special needs service. We can count even the ones that are doing the current special needs. There's a standard they are supposed to follow. They are not following it. There's a standard. A lot of people are not doing it. Desire to create impact and change life. So why do you need to start a center? You already know there's a need. There's no quality service for some places, not everywhere. And there's also a need for you to impact in other children, you know. And here's what most professionals won't admit. If a child is beyond the early intervention window, you might be thinking, is it too late for the child? No, it's not too late. Absolutely not. So we have different aspects of life that we are looking at for children with special needs. We are looking at the education aspect. We are looking at the employment. We are looking at independent living. We are looking at social connection. We are looking at self-help skills. I've had people who are special needs persons who are 50, 40, 30 that can't even take their bath, that can't even wash their plate, that can't lay their bed, you know, maybe because the right information was not given to their parents, or maybe because the right people were not there to help this child. And what about purpose and contribution? So this is the major aspect that encompasses everything you want to focus in the life of a child with special needs. And even as a professional, your job is to help these parents to look into this thing and break them into chunks to help them train their child, or you yourself come into the shoes and help them train the child while you're also explaining to the parents how to do it. And the good thing about special needs is it has different aspects. It depends on whatever you pick. Just pick one. If you cannot pick everything, the most important thing is we are making impact. I want us to be many. I want us to have more people who can do this for children. You can imagine, I've been thinking since the madam from Taraba, I imagine the number of centers they have there. And even if they have, are people aware, are parents aware that these children can still live a meaningful life? Because sometimes parents give up because there's no information. Who is going to the radio station to talk? Who is going to the social media to enlighten people? Who is going to the communities to tell them? You have a lot of things to put in place here. So I can't do it alone, and I need other people to join us. So let's look at this guy. He's an entrepreneur with Down syndrome, and he makes crazy socks, John's crazy socks with his father. Imagine he didn't have a father who understands the importance of helping him build a fulfilling life, and a parent who is looking at the future to help him to be an independent person in life. Now, this guy has built a multi-million dollar business. Imagine you have a parent now that has a child with special needs, and you're telling them, oh, your child knows how to draw. I can help you develop the skill in the child. Do you think that parent will forget you? Do you think that after doing that, you won't even get something too? Aside you being fulfilled, parents will appreciate you too. Now, this guy is a public speaker who has testified before Congress. You imagine nobody is doing anything. Look at what he's wearing. Imagine as small as what he's wearing. Someone is just putting, these cartoon characters and, making something and selling it, and people are buying it. So it's not just about academic, because sometimes some people believe that, oh, my child is not writing 1 to 100. My child cannot write. Madam, let's leave that writing alone. If the child cannot do it, let's focus on the gift of the child. What talent does this child have? Let's look into it. And I keep telling people, it's not rocket science. Don't be looking at one big thing. He has to be an engineer. He has to be an. If he cannot do it, let us focus on the strength of this child and help this child improve. If you are still following me, please type strengths, talent, strength, talent. Thank you. Okay, so this lady, Haley Moss, was diagnosed with autism at age 3. Initially, she was non-verbal, but now she has published a lot of books. I don't want to dwell on this. We already have this in our slide. You know, what does this story teach us? That these aren't rare exceptions or servants. They are individuals who received early intervention, customized approach that match their unique needs. And that is why these people are excelling. Consistent support. Thank you, everyone. Consistent support, focus on their strengths, not just challenges. And that is why I keep telling parents, some parents will come in and want you to put all the books in the head of the child. The child has Down syndrome, we've checked the intellectual ability. This child can only function at this level. Man, let us look at the strength. Oh, this child likes to cook. Let's start a catering school. They will say no. And that is why we need more enlightenment. Because most of these children, their time has been wasted. The parents keep going from church to church at the teenage age, taking them up and down without doing anything. And by the time they are grown up, they just become vegetable in the house. Some of them cannot even take their bath, cannot brush their teeth, cannot do basic things an individual is supposed to do. So now, some of the things that this story is teaching us: progressive skill building that builds independence step by step. It's important. Now, I've worked with a lot of children, and I've had cases of children with cerebral palsy, children with autism. I've been working for the past 15 years, and what I do is just basically special needs. So there's no aspect of special needs I cannot work with you to understand, and there's no aspect that I cannot explain or teach well. It's my callings, and I love what I do. Let's talk about the 3 biggest mistake an educator can make, even in the field. The field dream. Number 1, the location you are finding yourself. Number 2, the plan itself. that you are doing. Maybe you want to have a center for special needs, or you want to have a school or a resource center. You want to have an organization where you have therapists come together and you go to schools, or you want to do home service. You need to understand where you are going. You need to understand your location. Am I in the right place? Can people access me? Another one is marketing, but it must be strategically aligned. Some people will start something and they are frustrated because nobody is coming. You cannot be in the dark and keep weakling. Nobody will see you. Nobody will see you. So you need to understand what you want to do. What type of special needs are you focusing on? What type of special needs do you want to be a professional in? What kind of is the location you want to be, so that people can easily find you? And what's your marketing strategy? If you need professionals to come in, professionals can help you handle this. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, we have another mistake a lot of people are making. Because you see someone do speech therapy somewhere, you automatically call yourself a speech therapist. Let me give a short story. I took a boat one day, and the boat took me to my school. And when we got to the gate, he was telling me, "Oh, I'm a professional. I'm an occupational therapist. I know this. I have been working with special needs. Can you employ me?" And I looked at him. I asked him, I said, "Where were you trained?" And he said he has certificate course. I said, "See, occupational therapy is a medical field. If you don't have license and you practice and they nab you, you'll be in soup." So part of the mistake some of people who are passionate do, you see an idea somewhere, you steal it. You see another idea somewhere, you carry it. You join it together and you make it whole. When they now call you, I'm a speech kiniko, I'm a kiniko kiniko, you will be calling what you are not. At the end of the day, if you make a mistake, parents would eventually get to know, because you are not a professional. You cannot be doing everything. So you must spell out what you want to do. You can't be jack of all trade and you think you can do everything. At the end of the day, no one is coordinating these approaches or measuring your combined efforts. Nobody is looking at what you're doing. The result: exhausted parents, confused children, and fragmented progress. Now, let's be honest. How many different therapies or approaches have you tried? You can tell us. Maybe you have learned speech therapy somewhere, you have learned to be a special needs coach or this, that, and you've done everything, and somewhere along the line you got frustrated. You can put it in the comment section. Okay, someone is asking me about blindness in kids. Okay, we're going to take question later. Oh, consistent support is the best gift. Yes, 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 yes. Please, I'm going to take questions later. I'm going to open the opportunity for us to ask questions. Yes. So let's keep moving on. Now, another mistake is this therapy only model, using the same communication system for non-verbal child, applying identical behavioral strategies regardless of the underlying cause. You think what you do for A can work for B. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. Following standardized IEP that don't address your child's unique needs. Some people will go online, just download one IEP and say, let's just keep using for this child. See, it goes a long way. We have to be careful. Therapy section, instead of creating multiple revenue streams: assessment, training, consultation group. So this aspect is talking about even you as a therapist or who owns a center, you can actually get frustrated because of some of the things you are doing by not creating multiple streams of income for yourself. There are lots of ways you can make money even if you want to start your center, and you make sure that the children get the best, because I know finance can actually be a major. I want you to know that these feelings are normal and they can change when you have the right approach. And that is why I am here, your sweet coach, Taiwo Adeyoju. I'm here to give you the right approach. I'm here. I love what I do. I love teaching. I love special needs. I love impacting, and I want other people to be part of this. So I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do. Yes, you are right about that, ma. One like that, and it frustrated me with stupidity. Mrs. Bridget, please stop making me laugh. And that is why, even as parents too, it's important that you have basic knowledge. Have basic knowledge. Don't let anybody come and bamboozle you. Have basic knowledge. When you have basic knowledge, when someone is coming in, there are right questions you will ask. Let me give an example. I had one of my child who was struggling with mathematics, and I went to a school to make inquiries. They did their test and everything. And before the test, I said, my child is struggling with mathematics. And what approach are you planning to give, or what's your intervention for this kind of case? And guess what? The woman just told me the child is going to repeat. I'm like, excuse me? A child is not doing well in mathematics. If we look at that in learning difficulty, that's the calculia. That's one aspect of learning. And you are telling me that the child is going to repeat. Ha. Then I asked, I said, what if this child repeats the class you want the child to repeat? And while the child moves to the next class in your own school, still fails maths, what would happen afterwards? She said, maybe the child will repeat. I said, this one, alakoba lele. In Yoruba, when we say alakoba, someone that wants to affect you with their own whatever. And I'm like, are you serious? This child is going to repeat. Then I looked at her. She said, um, she has a faulty background. Sometimes you have people who would open their mouth and just say nonsense without understanding where you are coming from. And she has a faulty background. I said, excuse me, do you know where this child is coming from? This is a child of a parent I took along to look for school for. And usually when I have children who do well and I want to find a way to help them blend in the regular school, I go alongside with them for those around. And I'm like, excuse me. Then I asked her, I said, do you understand what it means by this calcula? She said she has never heard it. I said, do you know what it means when a child has learning difficulty? She said, no. You said the child had faulty background. This child is already close to 10. You have no idea how this child was delivered, what experience the parents has gone through with the child, what therapy this child, and you opened your mouth to say this. I said, see, if I am to sell your school for you, your intervention would just have been, we'll get a private teacher in the evening or early in the morning, or maybe if the child is enrolled in their hostel, to take this child personally for mathematics. I said, that would have solved this whole headache you are giving us. And that was how we took that child away. That was how we took the child away. Because when you are even approaching people you are going to work with, for those people who intend to start a special school, or for parents, you need to have basic knowledge. So nobody come and tell you one thing. I'm not saying don't accept professionals, especially if you are sure that this person actually has the basic knowledge, this person has been trained, this person is willing to learn, and the person has passion for your child. I'm not saying go and fight them. I'm just saying have basic knowledge. Okay. Here's a practical example of what successful centers do differently. Number one, market research and niche selection. I know some people would have heard of what a niche is. When you are talking about social media page, oh, create a niche for yourself, do this. What they are just trying to say is pick an aspect that you know you are interested in, that even if they don't pay you, you are willing to do it extra. You are willing to go that extra mile. Just pick one aspect you understand well. Don't pick every aspect and say, yes, I want to work with special needs children. Every child that's coming, I would work with them. No, pick a niche, research on markets. In this environment I am in, what is the need of people? What is the need of parents? What kind of special needs cases have I seen that is rampant, is common, that I feel that I can give my knowledge, and pick a niche. Please pick a niche, especially if you are just starting out. If you pick a niche and you understand that one well, you can now pick another one, add it to it. You can progress from there, travel, go for courses, do a training, understand what you want to do. Another one is location strategy and setup. Get the right location. You cannot be inside the bush and you expect that parents that are living in Lekki will come all the way from Lekki to come and meet you because you are the professional. No, nobody wants to stress themselves. Nigeria is already stressing all of us. So I'm not the one. I didn't say that too. I didn't say that. My child, for example, Mr. Daniel, I see you. Okay. Another issue is this: staff recruitment and training. You must be able to train your staff well. You must be able to train your staff. We don't have so many people that are professionals in this field. So the ones that you see that are passionate, you can bring them together and train them often. Get them to that point where you want. Now you should also have legal and operational systems in place. You can't just be doing anything the way you like. Another thing is soft opening with better families. Program refinement based on feedback. When you get feedback, you keep refining your program. I keep learning by the day. When I started, I had a lot of feedbacks, a lot of questions, a lot of angry parents. I just take my time to calm down and talk to them. Yes, I've had my own fair share of parents who, even after everything you do, will still do their own. Eh-eh. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you becoming a better version of yourself if you're starting a center or a school. Now, community partnership. They also do community partnership, referral systems and development. Now, they also create multiple revenue streams, even doing what they are doing. These are part of the things some people will learn in our training. They have team expansion. Team expansion. We also have additional location and services. Some people have grown. They already have a center in Lagos, they now have in Abuja, in this and that. They also have thought leadership in community. Okay. This simple process will reduce resistance up to 70% in most center cases because it addresses the emotional need before the behavioral demands. Okay. There's financial involvement when it comes to starting a center. There's financial involvement. So it's not really like maybe you are starting and immediately you start making money for those people who want to start. It depends on the scope, what you want to do, that will determine how much you will spend. Like some parents now will be like, oh, I want to start a center. I feel that there's no I'm not getting so much for my child. I also feel like I want to give back. I had this parents who started a poultry farm, and he was only taking only Down syndrome children, and he trains them on how to do poultry farm because he had a child too, and he felt there was nobody doing anything. And what would his child learn? In fact, the boy knows how to drive. I think the newspaper took that guy's story some few years ago. So starting is not like you will just open a place and there is no cost implication to whatever you are starting. So I'm going to be explaining the aspects of the finances now. To start up, you will spend between 500 to 2 million, depending on what you want to do and depending on what you want to put in place. For some people, um, they want to start a center and build their own facility. It's going to cost more than this. I'm only taking this from those people who just want to start, you know. And within the 4 to 8 months, with proper execution, you can start breaking even. Year one, potential revenue can be between 3 million to 15 million. Year three, you can start making up to 50 million annually. So for those people who would like to know what is going to be like, there is cost on equipment you are going to buy and therapy equipment you need. For the physio department, you equip it, occupational, the speech and everything, you still need equipment. So you're going to spend more. And if you're renting a place, you can still start with this 500 to 2 million. It depends on what you want to do. Okay. Now, how do you start a center? We have increasing need for inclusive education and therapy support. So, and it's important that we have better understanding of all of this. You need legal and regulatory requirements. What I meant is this: you can't just go and start a business or an organization without registering with the proper organization in Nigeria. We have the CAC in Nigeria. If you are not in Nigeria, you can, ask questions. Educational therapy practices license. You have license that you can even go to school to get. And if you don't have the license, you can do some trainings so that you become a professional. You also need compliance with the Ministry of Education or Ministry of Women and Social Welfare, depends on the state you are in, and it depends on what you are doing. Some people want to run it as a school, why some want to run it as just a center, why some want to run it as an NGO. So it depends on what you want to do. And you have to also comply with disability rights law. So that's the aspect of the legal aspect. You also need facility planning, where we look at the site selection. I mentioned it earlier, the location you find yourself. You should be able to get a secured place, a serene place, accessible place, And when you talk about accessibility, accessibility goes beyond just location. Even the environment has to be properly accessible to the children. You need playground, you need sensory room, you need waiting area, you need safety and accessibility standard, you need therapy room, you need classroom, you need admin, you need toilets. Now you also need staffing. You need good staff on ground. You need your administrators, your cleaners, your caregivers, your therapists, your HR department. You also need services and curriculum. You need the therapy IEPs for the children. You need your curriculum. If you are running a school, you can still work with the curriculum alongside a professional who helps you draw IEP for your children, and assessments and progress tracking. You also need financial planning and stability, startup budgets, rent, building, salaries, equipment. I mentioned that before. You need funding options like grants, fees, donors. You need a proper structure. You need documentation and you need accountability. And you need marketing, branding, online presence. You also need um, to manage parent expectation. You need to be able to manage parent expectation. Okay. But here's what matters more than money. You are going to be impacting over 200 families annually. You are going to create opportunities for employment for children, for people. You are going to encourage other people too. You are going to become the go-to person, like a resource person when it comes to this field. People are going to know you for that. You're going to be building something that outlasts you. You're going to have a legacy. Felix Funke Adejumo said something that she wants to die as an institution. This is where it starts from. What do you want people to know you for? What aspects do you want to work on that can give impact to the society and can outlast you? That can be like something out, both of you. Now, beyond therapy, multiple revenue streams. Successful centers don't just do therapy now. Now, let's look at what therapy costs. Assessment and evaluation between 50 and 200K per child. Individual therapy section between 15 and 30K. Group programs between 8 to 15K per child monthly. Parent training workshop between 25K, 50K, 100. Professional trainings, 100 to 300K. School consultation, you can, like I said, you can find yourself in any of these aspects. It depends on what you want. It depends on what you want to do. Average successful centers has 4 to 6 revenue streams by year 2. It depends on what you plan to do. Okay. I know that some people will be like, I am not a trained therapist. You know, most of the owners of these centers too does not have any understanding of what they want to do. They only had passion. They only had passion. Your role, you are the visionary, the operator, the organization manager, the business developer. What you just need to do is hire some people after you have basic knowledge and the support staff. Now, the secret is this: you don't need to provide therapy, you need to create the environment where great therapy happens. For some people, they can't sit down to do that. Some people, they can, but you can provide an environment where children can learn, you know. Here's what most people don't realize. Once you transform a child, you have transformed the entire family because it has impact on everyone. One family transformed means that the community has been impacted. So if you are still listening to me, please write impact. Impact, because we are going to make sure that the community is impacted. Our government will not come down to do it. If one person can make up their mind to do something, I know you will touch a lot of families. And when you touch a lot of family, you are going to touch a lot of communities. Industry leadership, you have created job opportunities. You see, it's not just about saying you're working with one child, you are going to give out a lot. You are not just starting a business, you are becoming a catalyst for systemic change in how society supports special needs individuals. You see? So it's important. Now, do you feel you have the passion to change the lives of children with special needs around you? Yes or no? Before we start taking my questions, do you feel you have the passion to change the lives of children with special needs? Yes or no? Yes or no? I want it in the comment section. Yes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. I think I have people now ready to join me in this challenge. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. What if I told you there was a complete system that could give you a proven roadmap to launching your center? I and my team, we are going to give you this roadmap. You are going to have someone hold you by the hand and help you, to achieve this. I know now you are feeling, oh, I think I can do more. I have this passion. Now that you know, you need that roadmap. And what if we tell you we now have a complete system that can give you that roadmap to launching your center? And we can show you exactly how to attract your first 50 clients. Hey, I think you should clap for me. Clap for me. Clap for me. Your first 50 clients, because they are readily available. Sometimes I even need people so that I can refer to you. Just keep telling me I'm in so states, I'm in Abuja, I'm in this. When they call me, I just say, okay, go to so person, go to so person. Provide templates for every legal and operational document. We have everything readily available for you. We only need to give you, explain to you, edit it to your own, and you continue using it. Connect you with vetted suppliers and contractors on things that you need to buy to set up. We have everything readily available. We can give you ongoing mentorship from successful center owners. We have other people too who have been in the field that are going to join you. Yes, yes, I can see your hand. We can also help you avoid expensive mistakes. Let me tell you a secret. When I started my center now, over 15 years, thereabout, I made a lot of mistakes. So, hey, I made a lot of mistakes. And by the time we help you, climb on my own shoulders, you are not going to make the same mistake. So what I have done for 15 years and made mistake, you can just grasp it within 2 years and you are good to go. You are good to go. you know would that change everything for you? I think yes. We have two sections for you that you can choose. You can either choose our 1 year mentorship masterclass, where we give you a launch for your therapy center or inclusive school. We understand your vision. We give you guidance. 1 year to build it right. We are going to stay by you. All of my team. We have professionals in the field. We have medical practitioners who will hold you by the hand. This 1 year, oh, my sister, my brother, we are going to hold you by the hand. We are going to start from beginning to the end and make sure that you are running that center for 1 year. Even if we will say, let's relax a bit, we would hold your hand for the next 1 year to make sure that you have gotten everything you need. If your dream is to start a special needs therapy center or a mainstream school or an inclusive education, then I think this program is for you, because you are going to learn a lot. You are going to learn a lot. You are going to start like your own boss with so much confidence. Because when they ask you who is behind you, aside God, oh, Adeyanju is behind you. Adeyanju is just another course. It's a comprehensive 1 year mentorship program that provides a roadmap to turning your dream into sustainable, impactful reality. You won't just learn, you will launch. And like I tell you, you won't just launch, you will start with the children. We are going to help you with that. Now, who is this program for? Proposed participants, therapists ready to start their own practice. If you're a therapist already and you don't know where to start, this is for you. If you're a school owner wanting to add inclusive education, you want to help children, or you yourself have children and you want to help them, this is for you. Teachers with entrepreneurial vision, please come forward, come here. How do Igbo say move forward, move forward? If you know it, please say it in the Igbo language. Is it chere something something, or come forward, come forward? I don't know. You know, Bia, thank you. Bia girls, this all. Bia girls, this all. Come forward, come here. Bia, oh, don't mind me. Oh, I like different languages, so don't mind me. Don't mind me. If you are still seeing my screen, let me know. But if you are not seeing it, let me know too, so I can reshare. Okay. My Igbo people are already answering me. Teachers with entrepreneur vision, this is for you. Health professional Okay, you can see me, but can you see my slides? Okay, okay. Let me go back and reshare my slides so we can have the. Okay, okay. Let me stop and reshare now again. Okay, so some of my Igbo people are here. They're already giving me everything that I need to know. Now, I think we should be able to see it now. Oh, you can't see the screen? Okay, I'm going there back. Oh, oh, we cannot see the slides. Okay. But you can see my face, Abby. Can you see the slide now? Okay, some people are saying yes. Now it's totally blank. Slide not seen. Everywhere is dark now. Oh, everywhere is dark. No way. Oh, seeing it now. See it now. Seeing it now. Okay. 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 I think it's the network because if you can't see it in the next maybe 3, 4 minutes, it will be from your end. So I can see it like sharing here. Oh, seeing it now. Yes, we can see the slide. Okay. 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 So let me go back to my slide. Health professionals seeking greater impact. If you are in the field of health or you want to navigate into health, you can be part of this. And if you are an advocate that is called to create systemic change, this training is for you. This training is for you. This training is for you. Okay? These programs work with you step by step. We are going to combine hands-on learning. I'm going to be very practical. You see the way I am enjoying myself talking like this. That's the way I train. Oh, I'm a very good teacher. And my team too. We want to make sure that everybody is part of us. So you're going to learn a lot. Now we are going to teach you business strategy, administrative guidance. Hey, this administration showed me shege because I really didn't know anything about administration by the time I started. I was just too passionate. I had to start something. I just started and boom, I had to figure it out all by myself. You know, you're going to learn therapy, different types of therapy, and the ones you want to specialize on would help you to understand it. Then you get real world implementation. We help you to implement. It's not just about telling you go and put your leg inside water. We are coming inside the water with you and we swim with you. Okay. Okay. So we're going to learn a whole lot of things. I mentioned this earlier, and part of the things that you're going to learn a whole lot from me. Okay. We have the normal training and we have the mentorship class. If you want 1 year full mentorship, it's an investment for you and it's just 1.2 million. For those who want to do the 1 year, like I told you, we have other options. But for those who want me to hold their hands from beginning to the end, from start to finish, and you want us to help you to secure um, the right environment for your children to learn. You want the center to kick off. You want to start making money. You want to have an inclusive school. Whatever way you want to start, and you want us to stand with you for 1 year, this is the plan. And we also have flexible payments. You lock your spot with just 200,000 now, and then you spread your balance. We'll give you a payment plan. You can reach out to any of our team on WhatsApp. They have payment plan. And in this one, you get a one-on-one section with me, and you would also hold a 3-month section where you can come over to the center, visit, and check how we do our thing. You can visit us in this mentorship. Now, if you also want a 90-day just training for you, just training, no hand, you just want to be a professional, whether you're a parent or you have a school, and you don't want to do the 1 year plan, you just want to do just this other plan I mentioned. It's just 400,000 and it's for 90 days, and you secure your spot with just 100,000 and you balance into convenient installments. Full payments completed within 3 months. Whichever plan you choose, full payment must be made on or before the 3 months into the program. You must also get the benefit of having a one-on-one section with me in the last week. Say hey, where I will go in depth on how to set up a center too. And so, if you want option one, which is a 1 year, your gift is that 90-day plan. 90-day plan, just for training sake, learn a lot. That I can assure you. Why this investment makes sense? Let's put this in this perspective. 1.2 over 12 months, that's 100K monthly, less than what most therapy centers spend on rent compared to alternatives like MBA in business, where you spend up to 3 to 8 million with no guarantee of success, franchise fee, try and error. Our mentorship is a proven roadmap. You will get a lot from this mentorship, oh, and I'm not joking about it. I've had people who have started their center, but in return, an average center generates 3 to 15 million annually by year two. I'm not joking about this. I will show you all the secrets. Your investment pays for itself in months 2 to 4 of operations. Once you start, within the first 4 months, you get all your money back. You get all your money back, plus a lifetime impact on hundreds of families. And did I even tell you that you are going to have access to me? I'm going to walk through every child you take in. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you. Here is what you will get in the complete system. You have comprehensive assessment of your child's unique profile. Every child that comes to you, we ensure that we help you with the assessment. Even after training you, we want to make sure you're not doing the wrong thing. We have personalized 90 days development plan with weekly milestones, daily implementation guides, calm in the storm crisis management, 21 evidence-based communication development activities, visual support library customized for your child's needs, digital tracking system, bi-weekly implementation coaching calls, private community of like-minded parents, and expert questions and answer. Can you imagine the relief of having this kind of clarity and progress? Take a moment to really picture it. Just picture it, picture it. Just picture it. Imagine you have this kind of clarity and progress. And actually, if I'm actually to charge, I will charge nothing less than 2 million naira, but you won't be that, so that we can be um at the same, level. I have a lot of secrets too for those that are coming to join. You will be shocked at what you are going to learn. You will be shocked. You get access to the comprehensive mentorship program with fully optimized payment plan that fits into the budget. So after today, we'll start getting our full payments required upfront, no payment plan option, waiting list only. And guess what? We have only limited numbers we are taking. And that's because I know that a lot of people will be interested in starting their own center. Let's be honest about, what will happen. The market opportunity for competitors is going to be higher. Loss of revenue, 500K monthly potential. Every month you wait, 100K is lost to opportunity. Continued frustration, watching the problem persist. Regret over not taking action when you're supposed to take the chance. Missing your window to make maximum impact. And but the cost of waiting also includes 50 families who could have been served this year. You won't have the opportunity to do that. 200 plus children who could have been transformed. Systemic change started with you. The families in your community can't wait. The needs exist now. And I can tell you, if you think this is a joke, go to the hospital that they deliver every day and check the number of children who would need your service. And you can tell for a fact that the numbers don't lie. Your moment of decision is right now. Do nothing and stay where you are. That's number one option you can either have. Watching the problem persist while others step up to solve it. Or number two, try to figure this out on your own, risking becoming part of the 95% that fail. Or number three, join the proven mentorship program with either 3 to 12 months of guided implementation. Imagine you have 12 months from today. What would have happened? A lot of children's life will be changed. You have dedicated staff. You make a revenue of over 5 million. waiting list of family wanting your service. This isn't fantasy. This is what happened when passion meets proven mentorship. So how do some people would have been asking, oh, I want to join. What should I do? You have the account numbers on the screen, and you can choose your payment plan. You can either start with the 1 year plan or 3 month plan, and you send your payments to the link to my email address, adeyonjutaiwo1@gmail.com. So I'm going to be taking questions now. After telling you this action plan, define your mission and vision, identify your next 3 steps, find a mentor or a consultant, start small and grow with quality. So we are here now. I would like to take questions. If you have any question. I'm going to allow us to be able to talk. Let me see. Okay. All right. If you're online and you would like to ask any question, please raise up your hand. I will call you now so you can ask your question. I'm here. If you have any question, please raise up your hand in the comment section. I'm going to call you to say what you have to say. Some people were dropping questions earlier, and I promised to go back to that. So if you have questions, okay. Okay, thank you very much for the section. My question is a consultant to a school. Okay. Part of the clarity sections we are going to have with you when we start, understand where you are presently, what's your background, what experience you've had, and if you don't have any, what trainings do you have? And if there's a need for us to train you by the time we finish talking to you. For those who want clarity section to have one-on-one with me, that's just 50,000 naira if you want section with me on that. Or you have other questions that you don't want us to talk about, you can send me an email or you chat one of the um, what's it called, organizers on the platform. We have some of us there who will be ready to answer your question, so you can direct that question to me. Okay, so one can be a consultant to a school. Yes, it's possible. Please, ma'am, is it wise to set up an inclusive center with a loan? There is no business you cannot start with a loan. But what I would tell people is do your training first. Let's start with what you have. And by the time you understand what you want to do and you start having children, you can get loan to set up some other things that you cannot get immediately. But when we also talk about loan of how much, we have to look at the loan. You see, part of why you need a mentor is this. We'll look at your finances. We'll look at how you pay. What's the interest on the loan? I have a little bit of financial knowledge, so I could help you look into the financial aspects, some of the hidden questions that some of the hidden things in the contract you're going to be signing. I have to look into it and be sure of what we are doing first, so you don't sleep and you are not sleeping well because you have loan. Okay, how do I, and as a matter of fact, I actually didn't start with loan. I started with a small space, but I started growing and I took loan. I've been taking loan. It's not really like as if I woke up one day and I had all the money. No. How do I handle a 7-year-old? I didn't get that question, please. Madam, you have talked on how to start a center, but what of inclusive education? You didn't say anything on that. It's still the same thing, whether it is inclusive education or starting a center. It's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. What do we mean by inclusive education? You have a regular school and you now want to have a section for special needs children so that they can learn. It's still the same thing. We still need to set it up. We still need to get the training. You still need to get the documentation. It's still the same thing. There's nothing different. The only difference is one is a full-fledged special needs center and the other is a regular school with the special needs section there. I don't know if I've answered your question. If you're not satisfied, Mr. Ibrahim Yusuf, you can ask your question again. I'll be willing to answer that. For those who want to start an NGO organization, how will he or she go about it? When I started, I had the center itself, and the NGO. So every aspect of this will be touched in the training. It's still the same thing. When we train you and you have the better understanding, we ask your why, we ask where you are presently, what you want to do exactly. These are part of the questions we'll ask you, and that will form what we are going to train you on how to help you. Because even if you have the NGO, what parts of the NGO are you trying to handle? Is it to go and donate? Is it to start a center, an NGO that caters for therapy? What exactly are you trying to address? Those are the questions I will ask you. Okay, can you share your email address? Okay, yes, I'm going to drop that now in the chats now. Okay, I've dropped that. Adeyanju Taiwo number one at gmail.com. Okay, okay. So how about starting a vocational training center for people with special needs? It's still the same thing. It's still a center. It's still a center because um, the full-fledged center has speech therapy, educational therapy, vocational therapy, applied behavior therapy, physiotherapy. Some people, like I started, if you had followed me, I said, pick the aspect you want. It's the aspect you want that will determine what we would introduce to you, that would help you to develop your own. So if it's a vocational center, I can tell you we have a lot of children looking for vocational center. Please, Abilities Unlocked initiative, please, I am interested in this vocational center. Please, once you are ready, let us know. Let's work together. We have a lot of people in the waiting list. I have people already for you. How will I know the area I'm good at at becoming a therapist? When we have the one-on-one section with you, we would know what you are good at. We ask questions, and at the end of the day, we'll come together and discuss what we feel will be best for you. Yes. Please, is there room for practical training and not online? Yes, we have room. When you are doing the sections, there's room for your physical classes. For those who are available, they can come in for their physical classes too. Yes. And you would also have children you would see that you can work with. How do you identify the kind of intervention a child that talks to himself but gets into his shell when noticed? Okay, this is where assessment comes in, proper assessment, ma. You can't identify a child by just what you said, ma, alone. When you are assessing a child, you need to look at a lot of things. Some children might be showing you traits of autism, and because of that, shows only this aspect that you are noticing, but might be other aspect too. So a proper assessment is involved, should be involved, sorry, is important. So it is the assessment that will determine what exactly you are identifying as the case the child has or the presentation of the child. How will teachers benefit from this program? Teachers can actually work with children. We have a lot of children who need therapists to work with. Miss Ogechi or Mrs. We have a lot of people who are teachers too, and they now work with special needs children because they have been trained as a therapist. So if you are trained, you can benefit by working with children. You can even have your own therapy sections for children where they come in at a particular time, have their sections and go. Or you can either have a team that can go to schools. We could call them itinerant teachers. They can go to schools and work. I think that is even common in Lagos where you have an organization. They don't have a center, but they have staff under them who can go to schools and work with people. And if you currently have that opportunity and you are working in a school who has a child or two or three that has special needs, that's an opportunity for you yourself to be able, to tell the owner of the place that you are now a professional in this, and you can have like a resource room even in the school. Please, what qualification do you have as a mentor? Okay, I started with NC, BEd, and MEd, special education, and my specialty is in learning difficulty, and speech and language therapy. Speech and language therapy. Okay. I think if you had started with us, I actually posted that at the beginning of the class. Thank you, man. Because of the passion, I decided to start a center here in Taraba. Oh, you were the one that said Taraba. But it's like I'm a jack of all trades. How can I choose and leave others? We really need to reassess your place, ma. We need a proper assessment. This is something we need to do one on one. So um, you can book a section with me and we can talk from there, ma'am. Please, I'm just joining the program. Can I have the privilege to watch it later? Yes, there's going to be a replay. Yes, yes. Can a teacher be a therapist while teaching in a school? Yes, you can. Even you as a teacher, you have more leverage because you already have underlying knowledge of how to work with children. You have it. So it depends on the vision of the person you're working with. If the person does not have a vision towards that, as a therapist, we even have needs for therapists. That's the problem now. We have needs now. You can work on weekends. You can work after school as a therapist. That doesn't stop your work. It doesn't stop your 9 to 5. Please, madam, where are you situated? Location. I am in Ibadan, Bodija, number 10B Oshutokun Avenue. I'm going to drop that now. Number 10B Oshun Sokun Avenue, Bodija. Okay. Please, ma, where are you located? Okay, thanks so much. Thank you too. Thank you. Do I need to certify to act as a shadow teacher? Yes, it's important. Earlier when we are talking about therapists, people who call themselves therapists and they are frustrating parents. If you don't have basic knowledge, if you don't have the understanding, how do you work with a child? And now people are more enlightened. You don't just want anybody to work with your child. You want to know what the person holds. Even as I am, parents still ask me, "What's your qualification? And I'm proud to say whatever I have because I know what I'm doing and it's important. Okay, you have children with CP, autism. Oh, you might be frustrated because of the CP. Yes, especially if you don't know how to even handle it. So that's also important. And when I was doing the training earlier, we're talking about security and all that. The center should have CCTV, should have solar system. It doesn't start in a day. As you keep growing, those are part of the things you look into. So for someone who is trying to get loan, we need to talk to you and know what exactly you want to get the loan for. If things that we can start with are readily available, we start with that and you keep getting things. And by the time you're getting loan, you're actually getting loan for major things that are important. It's just like you're building a school too. And as time goes on, you keep growing and making waves. How long should the assessment take? If you are doing a proper assessment, it's just 2 days. Sometimes one day, it depends. Depends. Sometimes parents are rushing, they want to go somewhere. If you have your team readily available, you can do assessment within a day or two. Assessment can be done within a day or two. Okay. I don't know if we have more questions. Don't know if we have more questions. Yes, you can watch this back. You can watch it later. You can watch it. You can watch it later. Yes. I'm trying to go over the questions I missed earlier. Oh, yes. Olaleye Oluwatoyin said, yes. So starting with my daughter, please do. Please do. Please do. Please do. Because by now you're not going to be paying money now. You're impacting more children. Okay. 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 I'm getting your comments here. If you have questions before we call it a day, if you would like to ask questions as regard this training, like I said, we have the 1 year plan and we have the um, 90 days plan. The 90-day plan is 400 and there's a payment plan. And there's also the 1 year plan, which is 1.2 million, where we help you set up. We follow you down there to set up. Like I said, we are with you all the way. Okay. You are indeed a very good teacher and you are beautiful. Oh, I'm blushing. I'm blushing. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. or Mrs. Adauma Franklin. Thank you. I love teaching anyway, and it interests me. Anytime it has to do with talking, I'm blessed to talk. Thank you. Who are the shadow therapists? Okay. We have different names for people who support children in the classroom. And we have the itinerant teachers, we have shadow teachers, they call them, they're all the same. And we have the facilitator. Some people are actually called like that too. It depends on what you want to call your own, you can call. And you have some therapists who would have to follow the children to school or probably to anywhere they are going to monitor the child, give reports back to the parents, draw an IEP plan, that's individual evaluation plan for the child, and plan on how to help the child improve. So please, where do you intend to start the training? We are starting the training immediately because it's a one-on-one section. It's a one-on-one. Everyone is peculiar, and we are giving you access to me. The first thing we do is your clarity section. Let's first of all get it right. Where are we going to? What do you need? When we get that, then the next thing is we plan your training for you, and we look at the time frame. We come together. We have a team already. We come together and we work with you. Okay, is a therapy center will only be for special needs children. Now, oh, good. I like this question, Adekola. Now, special needs center. Let's get this right. We have schools who want to have inclusive education. They have like a resource room for children with special needs, and they do therapy there. We also have the full-fledged therapy. I run the two. I run the regular school, I run the therapy center, but they are both in the same location, but they are separate. Now, for some of our children who do well, we take them to the inclusive school, the main school, because we know they can still cope, especially the younger ones. Now, this question you're asking me is it for special needs children? Sometimes we have children who have learning problems, not the typical special needs that people say special needs. We still help them, and they can still cope in regular school. Sometimes they come from others, they come to my place, we work with them and they go back. So it depends on what you want to do. It can either be for the special needs, or you can be an inclusive school, or you can be just sections. Some people have don't even have hostel. They just run the special sections. The people come in and they go. Okay, thank you so much. Is it okay to charge clients on assessment? Yes, yes. They are paying for your professional knowledge. Yes. Except if you are doing an NGO, except if you want to support. I have people I support too. It's not everybody too that can afford you. So that would be coming in the training. Thank you very much, man. I'm so pleased to have you. I can't wait to tap from your wealth of knowledge. Let me dance for you. Okay, thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Paulette. Okay, I'll be seeing a lot of Igbo names here. Oh. Hey, anytime I come to your state, you are going to give me all those your ofe sala, edikaiko, baga soup, afang, and the likes. I like those Igbo, and I can cook them very well. Oh. Yeah, I'm a very um great learner. I like learning different kind of soups. Will the training be done first? Then after a year, the center will be started, or the two will be together. If you are picking the 1 year plan, you will do the training alongside the setup. By the time I have your clarity section with you, I want to know what you want to do. I have a client from the UK that spoke to me. What we agreed on was she wants to start the center. In fact, we are starting on her behalf before she comes. We'll set up the place and make sure the center is running. And after the center is running, she's coming down. She would have done the training online. She's coming down, look at the children, we do some physical trainings with her, then we go back and she starts fully. It depends on what you want. Some people already have a school. By September, if you have a school and you want to start, this is an opportunity for you. We can start ASAP. We can start ASAP. If you have a center, a school already, it's in fact fantastic. We only need to get a space for the children and make sure it's very beautiful, has all the equipment we need, and we kick starts just like that. Okay, I'm still waiting for more questions. If you have questions, please just keep asking. I'm here. The account number is on the platform. If you would like to start sending in your money, please do. Please do. I already have a lot of messages coming on WhatsApp already. I'll be taking that later. I know some people are planning to make their payments. So I don't know if you have other questions before we call it a day. Before we call it a day. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay. Is it compulsory? It has to be a boarding school. No, 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 no. When I started with day school, and I have more day students than boarders then. Okay, no, I didn't have borders when I started. It was after 5 years, I now started the boarding facilities. I just wanted to have better knowledge. That was why I started then. And I started with the hostel and I enjoy what I do. So with the training, the okay. Ma'am, will you help to choose location for someone that wants to start up? Yes, 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 yes. All these ones are the secrets we'll be talking about later now. This one is the secret we'll be talking about, when you join the class. Can you charge clients for assessment? Yes, you can. You are charging for your professional knowledge. Yes. And people are willing to pay. They are willing to pay. Oh. How much can you charge? That's one I won't be telling you here now, Madam Josephine. I won't be telling you here. I will be telling you here. When you come for the training, we'll start talking about that because that's part of the training I'll be giving you. And I'm going to, explain something to you now. See, I'm going to explain something to you. Okay, I have this write up already. It's not on the slide. I wanted you to. Okay, for the mentorship, you will get one-on-one mentorship with an experienced special needs therapist, real life case studies, and center based practicum. Access